Hello everybody, I am the Pistol Evan back with another video, and today we have a huge haul of cars that I've been accumulating since January. So yeah, we have a lot of cars, and we'll start with a multi-pack that I got. I ordered it like in December, but the package was lost during shipping, and I got a refund and all, but then like a month later in mid-January I received it, which is one of the holiday car multi-packs. So it came with Sheriff, so we have a Sheriff here. It came with the Sally, Ramon, Doc, Lightning, and my favorite one of these, Reindeer Mater, which is like one of my favorite Maters ever. So yeah, during the shipping the package was kinda lost. It got stuck somewhere and I got a refund, and I thought it was lost forever, but you know, at least I got my money back. But like a month later, the package just showed up somehow, and yeah, it was the cars. So essentially I got these for free. Then in February I found like a lot of cars on the internet, and I asked the seller for some specific cars because they had like a ton of cars that I already had, but there were like 3 that I wanted, and those 3 were Ed Trunken, the Mud Springs Next Gen. These are in perfect condition too, which is kinda crazy. And I got these for 5 each, which is like really cheap. So yeah, here's one. Then the next is Conrad Camber, which is the Shiny Wax Next Gen. And now I have the full Shiny Wax team. So yeah, really cool. And now this one is going to shock you all, but it's Bubba Wheelhouse, the Transberry Juice Next Gen. And again, I got like all these 3 for like a total of 15 bucks, which is absolutely insanely cheap, especially for this guy who goes for like 50. But yeah, and again, they are in perfect condition. Crazy. And yeah, that was like the haul for February. Now we start getting into like the big stuff. Okay, so in like late February I found this other seller which had like quite a few cars that I didn't have, and so I asked him, and he told me he had like even more cars than he did in the pictures. So yeah, I got like a bunch of cars from that guy. And so first we have this very strange Mcqueen that I've never seen before until then. But yeah, it's the American flag Lightning Mcqueen. It's one of those factory customs. It's in like pretty okay condition. I mean, it's got a few chips and all, but I'd never seen any of these flag Mcqueens here in Spain, so I had to like buy it. It was pretty cheap too. So yeah, it's just Mcqueen with like American flag design. Pretty cool. Next we have Dragon Lightning Queen. I didn't have the regular Dragon Mcqueen. I had the one with oil stains, so now I have like the regular one. This one's like in much better shape than the other Mcqueen I showed. Pretty nice. Yeah. Then next we have another Cars Toon character, one that I have been looking for a long time, and it's Komodo from Tokyo Mater as well. This one is like, it has a few chips, but it's alright. Then we have one hauler, which yeah, it's in pretty nice shape too. It's the Chick Hicks hauler, which I've been after for a long time. This one, it's like, the trailer is pretty much fine, but the cab is like kinda messed up. So it's missing the rearview mirror, which is fine, but like on the back it's missing the HTB logos, which I believe this must be an error, or maybe it was like worn out. But it should have like HTB logos on the mud flaps, kinda like the other haulers, but yeah, this one doesn't have that. And it's kinda dirty, but yeah, I mean, well, fine. The trailer is pretty okay. So what I'll do, I'll try to get the cab alone, which was released in like 2009, 2010. It was the cab without the trailer. I'll try to get that to go along with the trailer. And well, it's pretty much fine. So yeah, now we have this guy, which is Scott Spark, I believe. It's one of the police cars from London. This one was released only in a 2-pack with Finn McMissile, so that's why I had to get him. He's like in pretty good condition too. And yeah, again, this one was only released in a 2-pack, and I saved up a lot of cash because I got it for like $6. Next we have another Cars 2 diecast, which is, I believe, Becky Wheelan, which is this like blue Mini Cooper, which I've been after for a long time too. This one's really cool. Yeah, it was like in 2012 or so that this was made. But yeah, now I'm getting more into collecting these obscure cars, which brings us to the next one, which is Kit Repster, which is this really cool car, which is just a normal, like, kind of like wagon with like the piston cup antenna. This guy, I believe he was in the Car Finder game, which is pretty sick. Again, trying to get more of these background characters, especially from Cars 1, because like Cars 1 is the main thing I like to collect, honestly. Alright, so up next we have 2 piston cup racers, one of which is one of my favorites. So here's like this guy, Ryan Shields, the Busing racer for Cars 1. Now I only need Michael Roeder, which is the next gen. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good condition too. And here's the other one, which is Sage Vanderspin, one of my favorites. Always wanted this guy. This one's kind of beaten up, but like, hold up. yeah, it's kind of damaged, especially in the back. But this one I got for pretty cheap too. Was like $5. And I really like collecting the old China piston cup racers too, because they are like more nostalgic, and yeah, they're pretty nice. And here's another Cars 1 car, which I didn't have yet for some reason. It's the Yeti from Monster Trucks Inc. So yeah, really cool. This one's like pretty much in perfect shape. So yeah, really nice. And now we have this guy, which I've wanted for years too, which is the I believe, oh yeah, Axle Accelerator, which is it's that police car that goes along with Mac outside of the Motor Speedway of the South in the first parts of the movie. So yeah, this one's like pretty cool. And now we get into the bigger stuff. So here we have this guy I've wanted for years, TJ Hummer. This one's like in kinda bad condition. It's missing like one of the lights here, as you can see, and the mirrors. It looks like they've been glued back into the car, which is kind of, well, but well, he's okay. Other than that, the little thingy there is kind of loose, but I mean, it's pretty okay. Maybe down the line I'll get a newer one, but I mean, this one's fine. I got it for absolutely very cheap. It was like $10, which is like half of what a Deluxe costs here in Spain. They tend to go for like $18 now. So got this guy for 10, which is okay. And now we have one that I've wanted for years. Again, this is a haul that is filled with old cars that I've wanted for years, so I'll keep repeating that. Yeah. So here's Elvis. Again, I've wanted this guy for ages, but I only found him for like really expensive prices. Like, I literally saw this guy packaged for $30 or $40 on Amazon, and I've gotten him for like I believe $20. He's pretty much fine. I mean, doesn't have chips or anything, just a couple like marks, but not that bad. I mean, and now we have this guy. Again, I've wanted this guy for years too, which is basically the Cars version of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it's Homer's Ben. This guy is really cool, and it's like the only one I've seen on the internet that has both mirrors. Yeah, so pretty nice. I mean, it has a few chips, but it's pretty okay. Yeah. So yeah, here's like all the cars I got from this like seller. Still a few other things to show from the same seller too, but yeah, these are the cars I got from him. And now we'll move into two playsets. Alright, so here we have the two playsets, which I got for 50 bucks each, which is pretty nice. These tend to go for like much more, but yeah, they are perfectly fine pretty much. I mean, Flo's is perfectly fine, but Lizzie's is missing like, it's missing like a couple of pieces here, like that little wall that should be there, and the top part of like this gas thing, but it doesn't really affect the like playability of the set itself. But yeah, they're pretty much fine, especially Flo's, which I've wanted especially for a long time. Now I have all 4 of the original Radiator Springs playsets, which is like a dream come true for like 5-year-old me from like 2010. Always wanted these, but I never found them in stores or anything. I didn't even know they existed until like 2012 when they were like already discontinued. So yeah, it's been a long time and I finally have these and I'm so happy. Like, I mean, these are really cool. So here we have like Mcqueen. Like, these are pretty big actually. And yeah, I'll do a video on all of these together with like Luigi's and Ramon's. And yeah, now I'll get into like the rest of the haul, which is actually like a good 50 cars. Alright, so all these cars that you're going to see right now, I got them from the same seller who just wanted to get rid of toy cars, I guess. So we'll start with like Cars 1 stuff, then Cars Toons, and finally Cars 2. So first we'll start with one that I didn't know in which section to include them, so I'll show it first. So it's Christmas holiday, Fillmore. So now I only need like another 3 holiday townies. So pretty cool. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. And I noticed this one is from like 2011, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know they still made these holiday cars during 2011 when Cars 2 was out and all, but whatever. So yeah, pretty cool. Now we have some flashback cars. We have Edwin Cranks, pretty cool. Then we have Greta, the one with like the cool flames and all. Sorry if you hear like some background noises, it's just my neighbors being annoying. Next we have Mildred Bylane, which is pretty cool. And these are all in like pretty much mint condition. Like they seem to have been barely even used. There's a few that are like a little more damaged, but next we have this one, which I've wanted for like ages, which is Dustin Mellows. Another very classic Cars character. Yeah, the reason I wanted this guy so bad as a kid and never found him in stores was because I saw him in like one of these like comic books from the Cars magazines. He was there in one of those, and he even like had like, I guess, speaking lines. But yeah, I really wanted this guy, and yeah, I finally got him after all these years, so pretty cool. Now we have the waitress Mia and Tia. Pretty cool. I still don't have the regular Mia and Tia, but I'm collecting like tons of different variants of them, which is kind of funny, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Then we have the one that's pretty like obscure, which is the Hank Hallsume, I believe that's his name. This guy is like in pretty nice condition, and he usually goes for like a lot more, I believe, because he's only in multi-packs. And yeah, he's also very like obscure and forgotten. So yeah, this is one of those cars that I like to collect. Just some background characters that are like obscure and forgotten. Then we have another Piston Cup fan, which is I believe Marty Breakdust. This is the guy that appears when Chick causes the huge crash, and this is one of those that appears kind of like worried in the stands. Pretty cool. Now here we have this one is another one of those very classic cars. Andrea. Nice to get another one of these cars with microphones. Yeah, pretty cool. And now we have Cora Copper, which is another camera car. Now I have like 4 camera cars, which is pretty nice. Because growing up I only had Human, so I couldn't like recreate the movie scenes with like a ton of like press cars and stuff. But yeah. And now we have Donna Pitts, which was the last rusty car I needed. Now I have all of them, which is really cool. Again, this one's another one of those classic cars. And yeah, this one's like in really perfect condition. Now we have one of my favorites, Leroy Traffic. I still have the one with no tires since 2011 or so. But this guy is like the regular version, which is the more iconic one. Because he has like the little wheel on the back. And I just absolutely love this guy. I love how like the mattress is like moving upwards because he's like moving. Really cool. Now we have 2 that I've wanted for like the longest time. First we have DJ with Flames. This one's really sick. And we have Boost with Flames. Really cool. I love this guy. And I've wanted these guys for years, always wanted the tuners with flames, and now I only need Wingo because I already had Snotrod. And yeah, absolutely cool. And now getting to like bigger stuff, we have like a good 5 haulers. Again, got all these from like one dude who wanted to get rid of a bunch of toy cars. So they didn't really care for the price. And they sold them all to me because, yeah. So here we have the Nitrate Hauler. Pretty cool. This one has like a little misprint on the side. Like the decals are like a little misprinted on the roof too. But on the other side it's pretty much fine. And surprisingly, all of these haulers have both mirrors, which is absolutely insane. Especially when you see them loose, they tend to miss like at least one mirror, but they are complete. And yeah, pretty cool. Now I only need the very insanely expensive Crew Chief and Pities. I have the small Pity for Nitrate, but yeah. Now we have this one that's pretty rare actually somehow, but not here in Spain from what I've seen. We have the Vinyl Tupe Hauler. This one's really cool. And again, I have to say, like, the haulers from like Cars 1 are like super common here in Spain, like in Europe in general. I've gotten a lot of like super rare haulers for really cheap online. Maybe because there aren't as many collectors here in Europe, and there's a lot of people who just want to get rid of old toy cars, so they don't really notice the value in these. While in America there's like tons of collectors. So yeah, maybe that's why in America cars like Ben Crankleshaft are super rare, but I got mine for 26 bucks. Anyway, so yeah, again, this one's like in really mint condition. It's like really sick. Now we have, finally, after all these years, regular Mac. I've always had like a bunch of Mac playsets, and I even have the ultra rare Jocko Flocko Mac, but I've never had a regular solid Diecast Mac. So here he is, and he's in like really good shape too. Just a couple chips on like the corners on the front, but trailer pretty much fine, really nice. And I guess it opens from the back, pretty cool. I always loved the simplicity of just regular Mac diecast, because while most Mac playsets have like this very complicated unboxing kind of, well, other Mac playsets you have to like open from the sides and do weird things, but this one's like very simple and I love it. So this one will definitely be the one I'll use on the videos. So pretty cool. Now we have another couple haulers that are, I guess, pretty rare too. So yeah, this is Shifty Truck Hauler, and wow, I really love this one. So again, it's in pretty good shape. It just has a few like marks on the front, like some kid colored his bumper, but it looks like something I would have done at 5 years old, so I can't complain. So yeah, this one's like really cool. Again, like pretty much in mint condition. And I guess I've completed the Shifty Truck team too, because again, they didn't make more members for this one. So yeah. And now I have one that I've wanted for ages because of a little story I have with this one. This is the Sidewall Shine Hauler. The story of why I've always wanted this guy is because back in 2011 there still was like a ton of like stacks of haulers in this one store in the city I used to go to, which is now closed because I don't know. But yeah, I saw this guy 13 years ago in that store. I held him in my hands, knowing the package, I remember, and I didn't buy him. I left him there, and instead I picked up a Raul's Rule because I was very hyped for the Cars 2 stuff. And for a long time I hated myself for it because I saw this guy going for like a good 70 bucks package and stuff. But now I finally got him. And I got him for 10 bucks. Again, this seller was just trying to get rid of stuff, and I took the chance to steal from him, basically. So yeah, Sidewall Shine Hauler after 13 years is mine. Finally. So yeah. These are all the Cars 1 items in this like part of the haul. We still have like all the Cars Toons and all the Cars 2 diecasts to look at. Alright, so before we get into the Cars Toons diecast, I have to thank you all for the 2,000 subscribers. I couldn't make like the special collection video yet because, as you can see now, I've gotten a ton of cars recently and I didn't want the video to get outdated too soon. So yeah, now that I'm getting this whole video done, I'll get into making the collection video for the 2,000 subscribers. So yeah, thank you all, and soon enough we'll have the collection video out. So now let's start with the Cars Toons diecast. First we have this guy, which is Ben-san, which is basically Ben from Cars, but as a Japanese car. This is the guy that you can see when Mater is going on the opposite direction, and this guy appears screaming. So yeah, pretty cool. Next we have Kayandi, one of the background tuners. Really cool, really cool. Next we have one of the ones based off of the Mater National video game, which is Cho, based off of Emma from the video game. Now I have Manji, Tabinu, and Cho, which are basically the ones based off of the Cars Mater National game. So that's really nice. Now we have two of the same dude. We have Ninja and Ninja. So yeah, these are like really cool. So I've always wanted to have a Ninja, and now I have two of them. These are kind of like, they have a little bit chips and stuff, but like pretty much fine. I mean, this one has the cracked up spoiler, but it's fine. I mean, they are both in pretty decent shape, and it's cool to finally have ninjas, so I'm happy. Now we have this guy, which is one of the guys that tune up Mater. Not sure what his name is. He's either Techie or Pecky, but not sure which of the two he is. Now we have one that I did already have, but this one's in much better condition. Dragon Mcqueen with oil stains. I already had mine since I was like 4 or 5 years old. But yeah, mine, it was like pretty damaged and had like a broken off spoiler. This one's pretty much intact, and it's in like much better shape. So I'll be displaying this one. I'm still keeping my old cars, alright? Because they are very nostalgic to me, so my old Dragon Mcqueen will still be in my collection. Now I have a plastic El Matador, because the diecast El Matador is like $700, and I'm not paying that much for a single toy car, so instead I got in the plastic one, which is pretty cool too. Yeah, it's really nice. It's El Matador. Really happy to finally have more Cars Toon Mater variants. Now we have these two that are like really sick, which are the metallic Hawk, Mater, and Lightning. Again, I'm still kind of like surprised that guy didn't know how valuable these are, because these are pretty rare too, and they are in like really good shape. So really nice. Now I have one of my all-time favorite Mcqueen diecasts, Daredevil Mcqueen. This one is the one with the teeth, which was only released in a 3-pack, I believe, and he's pretty rare, and wow, really cool. And again, this one's like in perfect condition. And he also came with the sign, which was included in that multi-pack, which I didn't expect to see at all, because I didn't see it on the pictures when the seller sent me pictures of the cars. So I assumed he probably like sold it to someone else along with some other stuff, but here it is. It's pretty nice. It's just a plastic accessory, but wow, I'm surprised Mattel made such a big plastic accessory. Like, this is pretty big. I mean, look, pretty big. And now we have the last Cars Toon item, and it's super rare. It's the Tokyo Mater. This is the actual Tokyo Mater, and I'm still, wow. This is one of those cars I've always wanted, and yeah, it took like 10 years to get him because he's from like 2014, but it was worth the wait, I guess, because it's in perfect condition pretty much, and got it for, again, $3. So yeah, wow. So this is the Cars Toons stuff, and now we'll go into the Cars 2 diecast. Alright, so first for Cars 2 we have Otis, which is one that I have wanted for years because it's one of those like most I guess important characters from Cars 2, besides of course all the racers and stuff. So yeah, somehow I didn't get him until now. I remember in 2017 I saw him in a store, but I didn't get him. Instead I got Jerome Ramped, which is much better, much more rare and valuable. So yeah, pretty nice to like have gotten that guy instead of Otis, because Otis is much easier to get. But yeah, again, he's in perfect shape. And yeah, really nice, much better than the Thailand one in my opinion because of the rims. Like, the rims are like molded and all good looking. The Thailand one just has like the little holes for the axles and stuff, so it looks ugly, but this one looks better. So now we have, I'll show them in like order of appearance, I guess. So we have the artist Ramon with a paint gun, one that I've seen like countless times on Amazon and stuff for really cheap, but I didn't get him, and now I got him for $3, which is an absolute steal. Yeah, the seller sold me like each single for $3 each, and Deluxe is for like $6. So yeah, again, really cool. Somehow I didn't have a single Cars 2 Ramon until now. Yeah, I mainly collected Cars 1 Ramones and Cars 3 Ramones. Here's another Cars 2 Ramone. One of my favorites actually. It's the Radiator Springs Ramone, which I absolutely love. And yeah, this one appeared at the end of the movie, but I thought I would show both Ramones together. So yeah, now I'm only missing the Union Jack Ramone to have all three of Cars 2 Ramones. So yeah, now we have Waiter Mater, which is absolutely amazing. One of the best cars ever made. I love this guy. I mean, Another one that I saw on Amazon multiple times, but I didn't get him. And now I have him. So pretty sick. Alright, now we have this guy. Tora, I believe that's his name. Pretty weird one. But this one's like a really sick car, I mean. Got all the neon lights and all, and the big televisions. And this is actually the very rare 2012 version. All these diecasts I'm showing are from before 2015. All of them. So this guy is from 2012, also because the code, which is like really hard to see on camera, but the last number on the code is the number 2, so it's 2012. So this is that one that people said was super rare, the 2012 version of this guy. Because then he was re-released in like 2016 or so, and now it's easier to get him. We have this guy who is like absolutely underrated, and he's really cool. What's his name again? Cardney? No, he's not Cardney. I remember the name, but like, I knew the name of this guy. Just let me know in the comments again, because I completely forgot. Hey, it's not that easy to remember the names of like 2000 toy cars, okay? So, yeah. But he's like really cool, and again, it's one of those that's pretty rare. And the guy sold me this guy for $3. So, really nice. Next we have one just classic car. We have Acer, just regular Acer. Now, why did I get a regular Acer if you assume I already had him? Well, my old one is absolutely destroyed because I played like the living crap out of him, because you know I was like 5 when I got him. So yeah, I saw this guy had this one which is in perfect condition, and I chose to get him, and here he is. So yeah, now I finally have a intact Acer for videos. So yeah, it's just Acer but not damaged. Alright, so now we have one that's like really cool, and I've wanted for like the longest time. Damaged Rod Torque Redline. This one again, it's in like perfect condition. And wow, I mean, I love like all the damaged variants of Diecast. And well, really cool. Now the only damaged car I'm missing is damaged Moose Springs, which I probably won't get anytime soon because of how expensive it is, unless Mattel releases him again, which is unlikely. But yeah, it's damaged Rod Torque Redline. Really cool. Alright, now we have another one that's like pretty not like hard to find, but one that I didn't like want to pay like too much for, but I got it for really cheap now. We have Mama Topolino. So the thing with this car is that it was only released in like a 2-pack with Uncle Topolino, which I already had from another 2-pack with Luigi and Guido from Cars 2. And then she was released in a single, but I mean, she's super small to be like a single worth $9. So I never bought her because I didn't want to buy another Uncle Topolino or a $9 single for her. But yeah, now I have her. So yeah, pretty nice. Really cool. Now I have, I guess, the full family. And we have another Italian car. We have the Fiat, which I believe her name is Franca, I believe. But yeah, a really nice yellow Fiat. Really cool. Now we have this guy, which is Victor Pavone, I believe it's his name. There's two Jaguars that I always get like mixed up, but yeah, this is the one. I believe Victor is this one. Next we have another British car, which is Mcqueen, I believe. It's one of the guards at the palace in London when Mater shows up with bomb and he like pulls out the gun. As you can see, he has the gun, which is pretty cool. Now we have another pretty normal vehicle, which is a Audi, which I believe I think his name is Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan Shiftco. Really cool. There's another blue Audi, which is pretty cool too. I'll try to get that one too. They only made these two Audis, I believe. Then we have the Mime, which I forgot his name, but he's like really cool. Now we have another Citroen, which is the I believe his name is Gasip something, and he came with the painting too. Really cool. Like it moves. Wow, really nice. And now we get into like the more cool stuff. First we have these little guys. We have these guys from the casino, from Cars 2, from Porto Corsa. Really cool. These are actually pretty rare, and yeah, really nice to finally have these. Pretty cool. Now we have one of my favorite Maters, Funny Car Mater. This one's really cool. And again, another one in perfect condition. I barely see any of these Maters in good condition. Like, I've seen a lot of them, but like super chipped up. I even saw one without the engine. So I'm glad I got this one. Now we have these two guys. We have J Kirby Gremlin and Top Spacer. So now I have all four of the big mobs from the Lemon groups. And wow, really cool. I mean, this Gremlin goes for like a lot of money too, so pretty cool. Now we have one that's like pretty rare too. It's another Lemon. It's Petty Pacer. This one's really cool, and I've seen it go for like $40, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah. Now I have another lemon. This is the last lemon. It's Graham with weapon, which is absolutely insanely cool. Probably, yeah, it's definitely my favorite Graham. And yeah, I only need 2 Graham variants now, which is kind of crazy. I also have the one with camera and the regular one. But I don't have a single Acer variant. I mean, I have regular Acer, but I don't have another kind of like Acer with helmet or Acer with headset or anything. But yeah, really cool. I love this guy. And now we have the last 2, and these are pretty rare. First we have Leland Turbo. Really cool. Another one in really good shape. And this one's usually like super expensive. And then we have like definitely the highlight of the haul. This one's like super rare, and I got it for like $10. It's Taco Truck Mater. Like, wow. It's in perfect shape too, like not a single chip. It's perfect. This usually goes for like $150 at least. The only other one I've seen here in Spain was packaged and it went for like $150. And I got this one for like a good $10, which is absolutely insanely cheap. And this is like definitely the score of the year. So, wow. Yeah, kinda crazy, right? But yeah, these are all the Cars 2 items. Again, sorry for the background noise, it's just my neighbors being super inconvenient as always, but yeah. Yeah, so here's all the Cars 2 stuff, and now I'm going to show like as many cars as I can fit on camera. So yeah. Alright, so here we have like the most notable ones, I would say. And all of these are like pretty rare. Like most of these are super expensive online, and it's kind of crazy how I got them for like really cheap. But yeah, let me know which is your favorite. And I'll see you next time for the collection video. Bye.